scientific method and vaccination. It's the 1700s. Smallpox is everywhere. People suffer from pus-filled blisters, fever and hemorrhages. 60 million people die in Europe, and in Stockholm alone, there are 15,000 deaths in 1 year. Then came a man with an original idea. Dr. Edward Jenner. He heard that milkmaids didn't contract smallpox. They appear to be resistant. Apparently, milkmaids often came down with cowpox, which looks like smallpox, but it isn't fatal. Dr. Jenner wonders if it's possible to use cowpox to prevent smallpox. It's a grand idea, and to check if it works, he makes use of the powerful tool we know today as the scientific method. Dr. Jenner formulates his hypothesis. Could it be that a person who contracts cowpox is unable to contract smallpox? He performs tests where he infects people with cowpox and then makes his observations, and finds that those who had cowpox did not get smallpox. The conclusion is that they are now immune to the disease, and it's possible to teach your body to protect itself against a serious disease by exposing it to a milder one. It's an important moment for Jenner and for cows, since they will be lending their name to this success story. The Latin name for cow is vacca, and the immunization process will be known as vaccination. This discovery made Jenner famous. Even more importantly, the medical profession found a way to save millions of lives. This, on the other hand, is Samuel Hahnemann. He never applied the scientific method to his approach that lingers on today. Hahnemann is the father of homeopathy, which is based on the concept that if a substance triggers a certain symptom in a healthy person, the same substance would be a cure for the opposite ailment. Coffee can help us illustrate this principle. Coffee perks healthy people up. So someone with insomnia could use coffee as a sleeping potion, according to this principle. But according to Hahnemann, this will only work if the coffee is highly diluted. 1 part coffee is to be diluted with 10 parts water 10 times over. This corresponds to 1 drop of coffee in a swimming pool. Does this sound strange, even impossible? It is. And did Hahnemann conduct any scientific testing? No, he didn't. It's been tested now, and the results were not impressive. It hasn't been possible to prove that homeopathic preparations work. In order to find out if medications actually work, a double-blind study is used. If you want to see if a pill has any effect, such as being a sleeping aid, you perform a random selection of, say, 100 people, where 50 take the sleeping pill, while the other 50 take a pill that looks the same, but contains no active substances at all. The people involved have no idea which one they're taking, and neither does the staff. This is the double blind, designed to ensure that results are not faked or affected unknowingly. The next step is to compare the results. Did the pills work as a sleeping aid? This kind of testing is performed on all the medications your doctor prescribes to ensure that they actually work. Jenner took the first step on the path with his vaccine, and at the end of the 1800s, another famous scientist, Louis Pasteur, followed. After losing 3 children to typhus, he wanted to combat the bacteria that caused it. Pasteur's hypothesis involved finding a new way to produce a vaccine that could be used to combat several different diseases. Would it be possible to weaken dangerous bacteria enough so that they could be given to healthy people? Those weakened bacteria might then provide immunization, much like cowpox did. Pasteur's tests showed that his hypothesis worked on typhus and on terrible diseases like anthrax and rabies. Millions more lives were saved. Homeopathy, on the other hand, did not produce life-saving medications. Homeopathy did not produce any effective medications whatsoever. Vaccine is good though. The health benefits are there. You're vaccinated, so am I. Smallpox has been wiped off the face of the earth. It took 150 years, but it could be done. Vaccines are used all over the world. Diseases with terrible consequences like measles, mumps and polio are no longer an issue thanks to vaccines. We don't have to get sick or die. Millions of lives have been saved, and new lives are saved on a daily basis. Thank you, Dr. Jenner and Monsieur Pasteur. Thank you, cows. Thank you, scientific method.